everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 10 daily simple habits that have changed my life. Now, these are all really small habits, but doing them consistently have really helped me improve my life and just make me feel happier and healthier and all around just more of like a balanced life. And also, before we get started, I want to thank today's sponsor, which is FlexiSpot, and we will talk about that more later. But without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Okay, so the first one is to drink more water. It is known that the human body is 60% water, therefore drinking water is very important, and it also just has so many health benefits, and it has also helped me with my skin a lot. I feel like my skin overall breaks out less, it feels more hydrated and plump, and it also helps enhance your brain performance, your mood, it helps with weight loss, and there's just so many benefits that are involved with drinking more water. Now, I know that this can be hard to do because water is very bland and boring, but some tricks that have really helped me increase my water intake is one, making sure to drink out of a straw. For some reason, drinking out of a straw is way easier to drink than just drinking it by a cup. I don't know why it is, but once I switched to a straw, I just noticed that I significantly drink way more water. It also helps when the glass is clear. And personally for me, I realized that I really like cold water, so I make sure I always put ice on it. And to add flavor to your water, you can either add fruit, or something that I personally really like are buying these like botanical tea bags that you can put into iced water, and it tastes like you put fruit inside, but they're just these tea bags and it tastes so good. But I also know a lot of products that you can just put into your water and it enhances the flavor and just makes it more flavorful. The next one is to learn something new every day. Learning is truly a never-ending pursuit, and it just helps you a lot with your memory and overall happiness. This can range from learning a new language to picking up a new hobby to just learning more about personal development. I've personally been really into personal development because I love the idea of making myself grow and becoming a better human and just being 1% better every day. So I personally like to listen to podcasts or read a couple pages. Some of my favorite podcasts that I personally really like to listen to are The Skinny Confidential, Him and Her, Life with Mariana, Wellness Cafe, The Mindset Mentor, The Melissa Ambrosini Show, Call Her Daddy, and The Gold Digger podcast. And some of my favorite books that I really like reading are under the personal development segment. And one of my favorites is Atomic Habits and also The Defining Decade. The next one, which has truly helped a lot with procrastination, is to follow the pomodoro method when working. If you don't know what that is, it is basically working for around 25 minutes and then taking a 5-minute break. You repeat that 3 to 4 times and then you take like a longer break, which usually consists of 15 to 30 minutes. Also, I recommend when you're in your 25-minute focus time to leave your phone in a different room so there are less distractions and you don't look at it, because I know that your phone can be very distracting. And overall, this method just helps you get things done, and once you get things done, you just feel so much better about yourself. And that brings me to today's sponsor, which is FlexiSpot. Since I work from home now, it is very important for me to have a very sturdy desk and also adjustable desks that can go up and down depending if I want to stand up and sit down. Also, standing up just helps me get my blood flowing and it just helps me work better overall. It does have adjustable buttons that make it very easy to control my desk. I also love the all white color for a clean and minimal look, and they're also having a huge Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale where they have deals up to 60% off. They have so many different colors, and you can also mix and match. Let's say if you want like a black leg but you want like a white tabletop, so you can do that. So if you've been thinking about getting a desk to work on, I highly recommend FlexiSpot. I've been using mine for over a year now, and I will link it down below if you're interested in purchasing. The next one is to stretch and move daily. This gets your blood flow to get going, so if you decide to do this in the morning, it just automatically just wakes you up. And of course, it just has so many health benefits. And I also always say stretching because I feel like a lot of people forget that part, and I truly believe that it's so important because you have to stretch your muscles once you've used them, and also as you get older you become less flexible, so keeping that flexibility as you grow older will make you look younger and just more mobile and ready to go. So always make sure to stretch after you move your body, and moving your body can be as simple as just going for a walk, doing yoga. It doesn't have to be anything crazy if you don't want it to, but if you want to challenge yourself, then by all means do it. I personally love mixing my workouts. Sometimes I love walks, or I do HIIT, or I lift weights. I always like to mix it up because it never gets boring for me, but I am very consistent in just always making sure to move my body in some way or another. The next one is to limit your social media and news consumption. This one I learned from 2020 just because everyone was on their phones and everyone was just freaking out over literally everything. And over that year, it just made me realize that looking at your phone will just give you more fear, and there's no reason to be fearful of life. So ever since then, I just really don't listen to the news. I used to have like the notification for like breaking news and all that stuff, and I just turned that off because I just didn't want to know. And it's not like I'm just not knowing what's going on in the world. I still listen in and kind of get a sense here and there when I want to, but I don't let it like notify me, if that makes sense. And also the same with like social media. If you do it too much, one, you just lose control of time, and also you just get so like in the zone. And it's not like a good zone, it's just like a zone of you just going into kind of like a black hole of different things, because you look at something, you remember one thing, and then you look at another thing, and it's just like kind of never ending. And then once you're out of it, you're like, oh my gosh, like where did the time go? So just setting limits on social media. I know that in your phone, you can actually set some limits of how long you want to be on an app, so you can be more aware of how much time you're spending in each app, and also just tracking it on your iPhone. Maybe just making it a goal to use less of your phone. So using the tracker to, let's say, use 10 minutes less every week, and then keep going down until you find a good balance. Doing small things like that just really go a long way. The next one is to meditate daily. And what I have found is that this has helped me feel way less stressed and also just more balanced and in tune with myself. I personally really like using the app Headspace, and I like to do it first thing in the morning. And to be honest, I'm still working on this. I am starting small, but I've been consistently doing it for a while now. So I told myself, you know what, I'm only gonna do this for 3 minutes, but even with 3 minutes, I have found it to be really significant, and eventually I'll keep adding on, but for right now, that is what I do, honestly, and what I have found really beneficial. And eventually I do want to make it to, let's say, the 20-minute mark on the daily, but it does take time. But I'm just really happy that I've done it consistently now for a few months. The next one is to clean daily. I have just always found it that having a clean environment just helps me feel more motivated and ready for work, and just overall just happier, because if a place is a mess, then I don't want to do anything, but if it's clean, then just my energy improves. Usually I like to break it down into like different days. Like Monday, I will clean the bathroom. Tuesday, I will clean one half of my closet, and keep going so it never piles up. The one thing I do on the daily is the kitchen, just because I use it every day, and that's just the one thing that I have to clean every day. And again, it just gets me into a really great mood because I just love seeing things neat and tidy whenever I step into a room. This last one is not really a habit, but more of a mindset, but I just wanted to share it to wrap up this video, which is to be consistent and keep your own promises. What counts most is doing those habits whenever you don't feel like it, or you feel lazy, or you come up with another excuse in your head that you just don't want to do it. Making sure that you do it those days just helps you get into a different level and takes you really far. Also, to keep your own promises, because it is very important and also very hard to keep yourself accountable, but it is something that you can really just work on and just get your mindset into doing. Because if you don't do it, then you just start losing trust in yourself and you become less like self-confident. So keeping your own promises just really helps you grow internally. And you know, I get it, we're all humans, and sometimes we fall off our track, or one day you just don't want to do what you told yourself you wanted to do, and you know, life happens and that's okay. But a rule to myself and that I've learned is to never miss twice. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it at that, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments down below what habits you like incorporating into your daily life that has helped you a lot, or comment any habit that you found useful from this video. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!